Welcome back and Happy New Year if you are watching this at the top of 2025. I am so excited to be doing this podcast episode with you through the Money Goddess podcast. This episode, I think, is going to help set the tone for how you want to live and achieve within 2025. It's very easy for us to make all of these New Year's resolutions, think about all of these goals, but I'm going to help you get centered and grounded in your own way so that you can make your real dreams come true. So, I want to give you a little bit of a backstory to the first time I ever made my own vision board. Now, before making my own first vision board, I actually would like cut out magazine clippings and like put them all over my room. I would write my goals and put them above my headboard as a dream board. That's what I did as a teenager, and I noticed it always worked. So by the time I believe that was 2016, if you are on YouTube, the Money Goddess 333, if you go back to like my oldest videos, you will see that I did a board, a nice vision board, like, to make all of my dreams come true. And I literally could not believe how quickly things took off for me within just 6 months. So that was when I didn't know anything about quantum leaping, when I didn't understand human design. Now I know all of those things, and everything that I'm going to share with you can actually really work if you decide to create your vision board and follow the steps that I am going to share with you. If you have a group of friends that you do your vision board with, if you want to share this with a friend that you think could use it as they're working towards hitting their goals this year, please feel free to share this with them because I want everyone in my community to say that they had an amazing 2025, and I'm going to share with you all of my tips. There is nothing that I am holding back from you when it comes to this vision board. And welcome to all of you who are tuning in via YouTube Live. I'm so happy to have you here. Invite your friends, grab your notebook and journal because I am giving you every single thing that you need to make your vision come true. So let's go ahead, dig in, and get started. Now, let's talk about why you should actually make a vision board. So, I don't know what everyone's religious beliefs are, but I am very open and honest about what guides me, and it's the Word of God. And if you don't subscribe to that, that's your choice, but I want to let you listen in to the reason why I make a vision board. It comes from Habakkuk 2, verses 2 through 3, and I'm actually reading it here. It says, "Then the Lord said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed." So when I hear that verse, again, it's Habakkuk 2, verses 2 through 3. It makes it very clear that whenever we are writing out the messages in our hearts, the desires of our hearts, and we put it plainly onto paper and we're able to cast that vision, we have to know that it is going to come to fruition. Now, I do want to share this too. Timing is everything. So while we are working on this in 2025, every single thing may not happen in 2025 because that is not the appropriate timing for you, right? And that's the next part of that verse, to wait patiently. And even if it's slow, it's going to come. And I can share this from my own story. So remember earlier where I shared that I made my own first vision board in 2016 when you look back at old videos, and within that time frame, all of my like business goals came true, who I wanted to be as a person, all of those things came true. But you know what didn't come true yet? Getting married to my husband. And I've shared with you all our story, how we've known each other since college and all of that. And I'll probably share more in another podcast episode, but that took a lot longer than I had anticipated. And it was not just because I didn't do the right thing, I didn't manifest it correctly, all of that. It was because it was not aligned in timing. So I want you to ground yourself in casting your vision, but detaching from the timeline, knowing and feeling confident in saying, God knows the best timing for me. And if I don't have something right now, it's because I'm not supposed to. It's because I'm supposed to be in this present moment right now, learning lessons, growing, and bettering myself. So now let's dig back into it. Again, under the bullet point of why you should make one, another reason is because you need to get focused. So, all the steps that I'm going to be sharing with you today are going to help you zone in on what you really want. I know that everyone says, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to make a six-figure salary. I want to fall in love and get married. People make all those three general New Year's resolutions are the things that they want. But the reality of it is they don't have a game plan. They don't have anything in place. There are no true habits that they are building to get towards that. And I want to help you to build all of your habits. So, and lastly, I also want to point this out. If you don't know your human design, I would highly recommend you go on Google, figure out what your human design is. You can simply just type like human design, and there's like a free one that you can check out. And you can learn more about what your design is and what you thrive best in. So, one of my strengths in being a generator is that I also have inner vision. So that means for someone whose strength is inner vision, vision boards are everything. Now, we all are visual. Well, I won't say we all, but a great majority of the population are visual people. So that's why vision boards work. However, if you have a strength of inner vision, you really need a vision board. And what's also cool about this is that I talk about human design in my Money Honey course that is on sale. I have done like 80% off because I really want to get it out into more people's hands. So you can go to shesworthy.org to learn about it. We have payment plans for less than $100 per month if you are interested in joining. Now, let's talk about how we want to make our vision board. Step by step, okay, you guys? Again, if you haven't already, get out your paper, your pens. Let's really dig into this because I don't want us just to put up a bunch of pretty pictures and we really have not processed all of this. So, what you want to do, let's start off. I really recommend this if you haven't done it already. Clean every area of your house, your life, everything possible. Cleanse it, organize it, get yourself in the space to be able to create that vision. If you have clutter everywhere, if you can't really zone in and focus, you're not going to be able to really enjoy this process. Your vision board process should, I would recommend, be multiple steps, right? It's where you're really getting your environment together, you're writing down your vision, and then if you want to create an actual board, or if you want to do a Pinterest board, because that's an option too, you really want to make sure that you are ready to do that. So in making one, I want you to list out everything for every area of your life. What I've noticed is that a lot of people only think about 1 to 2 areas, and they're really not giving the full picture of their lives. A vision itself is not just a goal, okay? Your vision is, it should be a big vision, but what you want to do is when you're journaling on it, you want to create those goals between each part or for each part of your life. And then you are creating habits, okay? So we're going to go through all of that step by step. So now I'm going to talk about each part of your life, and then this is going to give you the opportunity to write all of that in. So spiritual, right? What is your vision for spirituality? What do you see yourself being able to do as a spiritual being? So for me in my spiritual life, the vision that I have is that I'm so much closer to God, and I just begin to trust in Him more, right? So that's my vision. Then I'm going to set a goal. So my goal might be to read scripture daily, work on character development twice a week, right? So I've set those goals. Now, habits. What daily habits can I have to build whatever the goals I've set and my vision? So that might be setting a reminder on the Bible app on my phone. Okay? So again, when you're casting your vision, you're going to want to share the big overarching vision, create goals. So it might just be, no more than 3 goals. And then what habits can you do on a daily basis to reach those goals? So we have spiritual. You're also going to want to do mental, emotional, physical, financial, career and business, and relational. Okay, so I'm going to say those again for anyone who has just joined in. To make your vision board, you want to look at every area of your life. You want to cast a big vision and be very clear. So, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, financial, career and business, and relational. So as you can see, there are 7 areas that I have mentioned, and those 7 areas of your life, you want to create no more than 2 to 3 goals, as well as what habits you are going to have in order to achieve those goals. That is how you are going to make this work for you, and you're going to see your results come along a little bit faster. So I want to also just really share with you that you want to make sure that whatever vision you are casting, it is what you deeply want to do. What I have seen is in the age of social media, we are always given so many different things in front of us. We see everyone else's lives online, and we think that's the next best thing for us. When in reality, we can create what it is that we deeply desire and what we can be happier about. For example, one of my goals in financial is to be content with what I have. That's one of me and my husband's goals, to be content with what I have, right? And in that, our habits are to spend more time being grateful, finding reasons to be grateful for our finances. You guys, that's not a typical goal that people are putting out there. Like a lot of people are also focused on, I got to get this money, I need to do this, I need to do that, right? You want to be grounded and centered in what really matters to you. Another thing, too, as you are casting your vision, your goals, and your habits, is to really zoom in not only on of what matters to you, but what is realistic. Oh, I know nobody wanted to hear that. Because if you would have told me that like 5 years ago, I would have been like, no, I'm supposed to be unrealistic, right? Amanda Francis is someone that I really learned a lot from in the world of like money manifestation. I mean, I think she has her course, Money Mentality Makeover. Like, I love it. And she says and calls herself an unrealistic goal achiever. And I'm so proud of her. But for a person like me, I have to now be more realistic because it puts so much pressure on me to always want to perform and always, like, if I don't hit a goal, I recognize it affects me mentally. So I've started making goals that are more realistic and actually achievable. And I'll give you an example in the area of physical fitness. So years ago, this was like 2 years ago, I had just finished breastfeeding my son, and I was, leaving out of the postpartum stage, which technically you never do, but that's a whole nother conversation. And I was like, look, I want to drop like 40, 50 pounds. Like, I'm ready to do this now. I was doing intermittent fasting. I was walking every day, and I dropped like 15, 16 pounds within a month. And I was like excited, blah, blah, blah. But then guess what happened? About 6 months later, I had gained the weight back. Well, because that was not a realistic and achievable goal to maintain. And so that's why you really want to sit down and think about all of your goals and be real with yourself, because it's better for you psychologically to have goals that you can really meet so that you can feel good about it. Like you don't want to create goals that you're gonna like achieve and then you'll be back at square one again. Achieve and then be back at square one again. You want to feel good. I even do the same thing with my steps. Like my daily steps. Again, this is in the physical fitness category for my vision. I legitimately started off with saying I'm only going to do 3K steps each day. Now it's 3 to 5K. Sometimes I hit way over that and I'm like, 9 or 10K. But I gave myself those incremental steps so that I can still feel like, boom, I achieved something. Boom, I achieved something. Now, can you push yourself up? Yes. Can you bump up that goal? Can you reach a little higher? Yes. But why would you mentally make yourself go insane because you're trying to hit a goal where you don't have the steps? You don't have the foundation. You have to get back to the basics. And if you need help with setting your goals, try using the SMART goals method, okay? That's going to actually help you as well. You want to make sure that this is going to light you up and change your life. When you hit these goals, when you're using these daily habits, you want to feel good about what you're doing. Now, another thing is, what's next, right? Everyone makes their vision boards. Everyone does all the great stuff. They're showing everybody like, oh, I did that. Here's what's next. Number one, you need to look at your vision board daily. You want to be reminded of what you said you wanted to focus in on, okay? And it's not about being perfect. It's not about perfection. And if this makes it easier, maybe only focus on a portion of your vision each day, right? Even if it's just one thing that you focus on, maybe this month I'm focused on this. Then I take that and I'm focused on something else, right? Maybe that'll help you. But I really want you to be looking at it and seeing it. That's just like some people I know, and I've done this too. Like I would put quotes on my mirror, and like seeing that quote reminded me of my goal and what I needed to do. Some people put all of it in their cars because they ride around a lot, right? I'm actually thinking I may do that because I'll be kind of commuting a little bit more. So that would be great for me to consider, right? So you want to make sure that you are seeing this every single day so that you can like really engulf your mind, your brain to attract those things. That's going to activate your reticular activating system. And that's why those pictures are so important, because you want your brain to be trained to spot out all of those things. So, an example of that is if you are wanting to purchase a Range Rover this year, right? I used to want a burgundy Range Rover. And if that is what your goal is and you have it on your vision board, guess what you can do? You can look at it every day, and when you're out on the road, you're probably going to spot a Range Rover. That's your brain picking up the things that are what it is you desire. That's whatever you focus on grows. The next thing that I would encourage you guys to do, there's something super um underrated, is to make subliminal affirmations around your vision board. So it's very easy just to rely heavily on the vision board. But if you don't have something really digging into your subconscious, clearing your limiting beliefs that you have around yourself, around what's achievable for you, and all of that, you'll find yourself again not getting the results as quickly. Now, again, timing is everything, but I really want you to dig into this because it really does help. Now, if you go to shesworthy.org/journal, you can take these steps in my digital workbook. It's called Journal Your Way to 100K. And just so you guys know, it is also on sale as well, so you can check that out. Now, how to make those affirmations, those subliminal affirmations. First things first, I want you guys to write out all the reasons why you don't think that you can achieve your vision. Okay. Of course, we want to make it realistic, but what if even you're realistic sometimes? Maybe you have doubts like, can I really take those extra steps each day? Uh, can I really save that extra 10K? Man, I have all of these bills. I'm not really sure, right? Am I going to be disciplined? Can I do this? That is why you have to do that subconscious programming with those subliminal affirmations. Now, of course, you can find subliminals online, but your brain loves your voice. And if it doesn't, you want to train it to love your voice, because you're able to talk to yourself through listening to those subliminal affirmations. So you're going to write out all the reasons why you don't think that you can achieve your vision. The next thing you're going to do is debunk every single belief. Be realistic. There are some things you can and cannot control. For example, if you are wanting to make more money, but you don't believe you're going to get a raise on your job, right? Because it's not quite in the cards. Well, guess what? Maybe you can start a side hustle or some type of project that is going to bring you in additional income. So that kind of clears that limiting belief that I can't save extra money or I can't make extra money. Yes, you can. So after that, you're going to turn each of those limiting beliefs into positive affirmations. And that is going to help take you to that next level. Oh my gosh, it's going to be incredible when you are listening to those daily. Some people like to listen to them as true subliminals, where they're like playing it in the background of their life. Maybe they're cleaning, they're cooking, and they're listening into it. Other people, they may enjoy like turning it on at night, but really, really low in the sound while they're sleeping, and they are programming their minds. That is an option for you as well. So you want to do that using the Parrot app and listen to it for 90 days. Listen to what's going to happen when you do that. If you are listening into those subliminals for at least 90 days, you are going to begin to take inspired action. This is going to be before the 90 days is up. You are going to want to focus on those habits, right? and really habit stack. That's what a lot of people do to find their success, is begin to place those habits together. For example, if you are wanting to, make more money and you want to be more physically fit, maybe you have a walking pad and you're doing your work at the same time for your side hustle, right? That's habit stacking. You're taking that action every single day. And not only just, I won't say just daily, but being consistent and showing up for yourself, being proud of yourself. This is how you make vision boards work. Okay? It's not just about putting everything up and making it pretty. Vision boards take work. And if you are good with doing the work and taking that action, you will be the most successful version of yourself in 2025.